Hey, welcome back, guys. So it has been 1 week since I've applied the Ghost from Armour Detail Supply and the DIY detail tire dressing. And so this is the Ghost side by Armour Detail. I did do 2 rounds on each side, and not immediately, but later that day, hours later, it rained a lot here in Utah. And so this is what the Armour Detail Supply Ghost looks like. Honestly, I'm kind of worried. I thought it would have been able to withstand that. Here's the DIY detail side. And honestly, I mean, the DIY detail side, I mean, the tire looks darker. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to clean off these tires just with soap and water, let it dry, because maybe it's really clean underneath there. Maybe it's actually doing its thing. Maybe I didn't apply this right. I don't know, maybe it's too cold. Different conditions, like none of these tests are 100% perfect, guys, but I'm just trying to give you real world conditions, what it looks like, what the products will do. But so far, my initial eye test is I'm a little bit worried, but let's go ahead and clean off these tires and let's see what they look like. All right, we're using just a soft green bristle brush. I know this isn't the ideal brush to clean your tire with, but I'm trying to do a test to where I'm not using any heavy chemicals to remove anything off of there. I want to see if the tire dressing is still on there, the tire shine, and I don't want to necessarily be too harsh and scrub stuff off, but I just want to clean the tire and see if that dressing is, repelling water, or see if it's, doing something underneath it. But I got these tires clean. I mean, you guys saw from my last video how well I got these tires clean, and I don't know. I mean, they're both water-based, I believe. Yeah, they're both water-based dressings, and we know water-based dressings in the rain don't do well, but Armour Detail Supply with Ghost are saying, hey, it lasts up to months. So maybe it's my error, maybe it's my bad, maybe we'll do this test again, but let's go ahead, we'll spray this off, we'll let them dry, and then we'll kind of just see what's going on here. All right, let's do DIY detail side here. The DIY detail side, I mean, yeah, it looks like there's some spots, but I don't know, maybe it's deceiving. We'll find out. Okay, so one thing I'm immediately noticing, see over here on DIY where it's not really repelling water, and over on the Armour Detail Supply it was. So that's something that's interesting and something that we can kind of determine. Let's go back over to the Ghost side, and here I'll show you what I'm talking about. See right here? See how the water behavior is still kind of beating and coming off? And it's not kind of flooding the tire, it's repelling it. So that does tell me something very positive. Whereas I come over here on the DIY side, spray it, flooding. So let's go ahead, let these tires dry. Maybe there's a different story underneath here that we're seeing. Okay, I want to show you guys something as I'm kind of drying the tire here. See how it's still kind of beating, almost like if you're drying off the paintwork on your car. It's not super flat, like it's kind of, beaten up in some spots. Don't want to rub too hard. Okay, we'll let that dry. DIY detail. What's really interesting is the feel. The feel of the other side is smoother, like it has protection, like it's easier to wipe off the tire. This feels like sticky, or it wants to stop the towel. And honestly, guys, I love DIY Detail's tire dressing. This is in no way, shape, or form saying, hey, don't buy it. It's not meant to last a long time. It's not meant to last in like super long, hard conditions. But water behavior is the first thing that I'm noticing between the two. All right, here's Ghost by Armour Detail Supply. I went over the tire twice, and you know, I am thinking, I don't know, maybe I didn't apply this very evenly, very smoothly. I mean, this right there, like, I mean, there's nothing there. I mean, you can see there's no dirt on the tire. I mean, my hand is clean. So it definitely is repelling water. It definitely still has somewhat of a shine to it. And granted, I put this through a harsh test. I mean, you can see here how dirty the car is. It's gone through a lot of rain, water. It's still repelling water off of there, and I'll show you that in a second. But I don't know if these are marks from just before and maybe not applying it evenly, but I don't know. I'm not loving it. I don't like how that looks. Like I said, guys, this might not be the product. It might be me. This is just my experience. I mean, from afar, it doesn't look bad. I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, especially as you look at the other wheel. Here's the DIY Detail, which I can tell isn't repelling water as well. And you can see there, I mean, that's, at this point, I would go and clean that off, reapply it. But DIY Detail, I mean, it's great. Like, if you're not driving through rain, it's gonna last a few weeks. It can do a great job. So I definitely think Armour Detail Supply, in my opinion, is holding up better. Here's like water repellency. See how that's just kind of flooding it? So I mean, Armour Detail Supply, it is doing some work. It is repelling water. Watch this. See how different that is? See how it's running? So I mean, it is working, it's there, but I don't like how the tire looks right now, and I don't know why. So I mean, it still definitely is lasting, but my opinion, and guys, these tests are just for fun. I mean, I'm not trying to say don't buy any product or whatnot. I'm just being honest with my real world testing. Maybe it was my error, maybe it was application. I definitely think the Armour Detail Supply does seem to be holding up better than DIY Detail. They're in two totally different price groups. I mean, the DIY Detail is supposed to last for a few weeks. The Ghost can last up to months, it says. And it definitely is lasting longer, but I think if you're gonna drive it in the rain or drive it, you know, in your wife's minivan, that I don't know if it right now, in my opinion, is living up to the claims that they have. But I'm gonna retest. I actually got some products in. I actually wanna try Fireball. So this is an SiO2 gloss. You know, and I can already tell, I mean, look how thick that is. I'm curious to try it. We're gonna be doing some different testing. Wanna try retire, wanna try Undress from Yum, touchless. My favorite, you know, tire cleaner is the Armour Detail Supply. Is really, really good. Like, it's the best that I've used to this point. It's really good. But anyways, guys, that's my opinions. Let me know if you've used Ghost, what your opinions are, what it's done, what it's like. Now, I think if you have it on like my S2000, which I don't have really anything on there, it would last a long time. But something that's a daily driver, kind of driven out in the weather, I don't think it's gonna last super long. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.